why. Chronic, left, right, that's how I come. Left, right, hey. Ooh, yeah. Boy.
Selector, run the bass.
Welcome. Why? Chronic, left, right, that's how I come. Left, right, hey. Ooh, yeah. Boy.
Peace, love, and light. It's your hostess with the mostest burning light. Toast is Cosmonian. Cal right back at it with a brand new Jehovah Chronicles number 99. Right? If you notice, I gave you 2 number 99s because I got something good coming for 100. So we've just turned that, slapping Sonetta into just a freebie. So we're going to count this one as the real number 99, right? And this is Jehovah Chronicles number 99, Faithist Proclamations of Belief. And why I'm doing this and even bringing this out is because there ain't no way you ain't noticed that for the last roughly 2 weeks since I went on Sarnetta and told them everything that you trying to put on Berman, we know more than him, and we got a guy that can shred Berman with more info, with deeper spiritual insights. And since that time, Malachi went over there about 2 Fridays ago and dropped a bomb on the so-called House of Consciousness. If you have noticed, on every channel and every day, on every so-called conscious wave, Paul has been put under trial. And somebody brought it up to me, and I knew they was right when they did it. They said, now it's good, Cosmon, that you exposing the lies and the fakery and Paul this and Paul that, but it's some people who still need a text or something to that is tangible to them that they can latch on to and still get guidance and light from that is in line with the Creator. So she said, you can't just take away their beliefs and not give them something back higher, of better value, that is in line with the Creator. You see what I'm talking about? You just can't bash, and then not show what's on the other side. You can't tell this young man it's not good to sell dope, and you don't have a job on the other end that's going to feed his children's mouth. That's real. You can't just tear down they everything and then not give them something to. You can't tear down that spiritual home and not give them a new one to live in. But first, they got to see what you believe in, Cosmon. You say you following the Creator, yeah, so did they. But how they were doing it. You dig what I'm talking about? With the middleman in the presence of God, a Lord, a Messiah, a Savior, as a stumbling block. How is it different? Do you practice a religion, Cosmo? They always ask that. Is it a religion? No. Right? So we understand over here as Faithists that building and destroying, or condensing and disillusioning, You dig what I'm talking? Or dissolving, excuse me. Are the exact same thing. There is no building without destroying. See, what y'all don't know is why we tearing down the foundations of the false god. We over here building Jehovah's kingdom here on earth like you always wanted to anyways. Didn't you say the Lord's prayers for the last 2,000 years? You've been saying you wanted Jehovah's kingdom or the Lord's kingdom here on earth as it is in heaven. How you gonna get it? You can't just tear it down, Cosmon, and not show them how to build it up. So today, we're going to show y'all what we believe, and then you judge and look on that book that's written in your heart. And you judge if what we saying line up with what you believe. Huh? You can't take, Cosmon. You got to give back. Well, let me show you a way that's in line with the creator you love anyway. The creator you will love and that love you without any fear, without any retribution of hell. No lake of fire. This is Faithist Proclamations and Beliefs as set forth in the holy sacred text, O I speak, the book of earth, air, and spirit, a new Bible, in the words of Yahweh and his angel ambassadors. All right. Let me get right here. All right. Let me just read this real quick. Note, from the author of this document was written for the sole purpose of informing various U.S. government departments, their funded agencies, and educational system what Faithists believe in and practice. So the whole government know about the Faithists. I wonder why it's been hidden. I bet you if we was over here doing some devilment, talking about somebody coming out the sky to kill everybody, or we was on some Branch Davidian type, you know what I mean? Black, what do they call it? What's the one? Black identity crisis, sovereignist. Oh yeah, we'll be pumped all the way up. You'll be hearing about us all day. If we was a warrior, like, you know, saying, go out and get your guns, kill everybody, and you dig what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah, they pump us through the roof. So I wonder why they don't. And they've been put on notice. This document ain't new. It's not, what does it say? It's not the intention of this document to create a dogmatic structure for anyone to be oppressed by. OASP frees us from such denomination, and in its design, ultimately frees us from such tyrannies. Freedom is what America was founded on, and freedom will take us into the future our creator has planned for us. Now, you're saying freedom was what it was founded on, but they had slavery, Cosmon. Yeah, so that means somebody lied, right? But that don't mean that ain't what they told us. They said equal for every man, founded on freedom. You put that in writing, huh? Now, Jaja gonna hold you to it. Nothing you can do about it. So get in touch with your Aboriginal roots. You gonna have something coming pretty soon. Watch this. There's no doubt. It just can't not change. the Aboriginals are now called Negroes. Let that sink in. He lied about everything. Freedom is what America was founded on, and freedom will take us into the future our Creator has planned for us. Let's get down into Article 1, what we believe as Faithists. But before I go there, right? Before I go there, let me hit y'all with the ideal of what true God is coming with and the inspiration in the time of Cosmo. Right? This is the book of Judgment, 17 and 9. Listen. The healing of the sick may be compared. Hold on. I might can blow that up. Yeah, look better. Okay. The healing of the sick may be compared to giving alms to the poor and saying, hey, have I not done a good work? So what they're saying is healing of the sick is like giving a bum money and saying, oh, shit, I helped out. I did a good work. That's what they saying laying on the hands is like. In the Cosmon era, it's a difference. Listen. He say, I say to you, these things, the laying on of hands to cure sickness, were of past cycles. They shall now be considered us shall now consider what shall be done to prevent sickness. This is better than to heal with the laying on of hands. Shout out to my brother Yaki Awakening. Right? Because what Yahweh say today? What Jaja say? They shall consider now, today, in the Cosmon era, what shall be done to prevent sickness. The easiest is the dietary. The herbivorous diet is the best for man. Simple. You want to prevent sickness? Stop eating stuff that gets you sick. Full of preservatives, inflammatories, pink dye coloring. You dig what I'm talking about? And the meat is acidic and poisonous to your body. Wait till you change your diet and then do a body flush. Watch all these worms come. Listen. To consider what shall be done to prevent sickness instead of laying on the hands, this is better than to heal. They shall now consider what shall be done to prevent poverty. This is better than giving to the poor. You see the way of the Cosmon era? It ain't about talking, it's about doing. Huh? Don't worry about if you can lay on hands and cure somebody's sickness. Can you prevent them from ever getting sick? That's better than to heal. Have you come up with a way to prevent poverty? Even if it is creating your own businesses and giving jobs to people that allow them to raise themselves up as individuals. Stand on their own. Teaching them how to fish is better than just giving them fish. This is the way. Look also what he say. He say, I have not come to heal and treat the diseased in flesh or spirit, nor to reestablish any of the ancient doctrines or revelations. Uh-oh. I am not a patcher up of old garments. And when he's talking about old garments, he's talking about the old doctrines. Islam, Buddhism, Brahmanism, Christianity, even Hebrewism, Judaism. Not a patcher up of that old stuff. I ain't coming with none of that. I am not an apologizer. I don't do Christian apology for ancient revelations. Uh-oh. Nor do I have anything in common with what is past. Listen to true God today. I am not an apologizer for ancient revelations. I don't try to make Paul a prophet when he ain't. Nor do I have anything in common with that book or any of that thing from the past. Neither what? Look, neither their doctrines, nor their sacred books, nor their gods, nor their lords or saviors or anything before me. Look at true God. This your bro, this true God. This what you about to be. He said, ain't no doctrine, no book, no God, no Lord, no Savior that are anything before me. I have not come to captivate the ignorant with a luscious soliloquy, whispering sweet nothings in your ear. I have not come to the ignorant and the unlearned, nor have I come to call sinners to repentance. Uh-oh. Nor to convert the debauchee, the profane man, or the hoe, the harlot. I ain't coming back for none of you niggas. Listen, hold on. I have not come in the Cosmon era to captivate the ignorant and unlearned, nor have I come to call sinners to repentance. That's on you. Nor to convert the debauchee. I ain't saying you don't go ahead, trick away your life. Or the profane man, the guy who do the weird stuff. Or the harlot, Thotimus Rex. I ain't here for them. Sufficient, what? Have been other revelations to all these. Y'all know how to get out of this. Even the old stuff tell you to don't be a dirty old man and a hoe. Don't nobody got to tell you that. Sufficient have been the old revelations to all these. Nor have I come to say, behold, this is my book, and there shall be none other. Huh. It's so different than what they taught us in Bible, ain't it? So different than what they taught us in Bible. Because they told us in Bible that these words was immaculate, and if anybody came and told you about anything else, nigga, they lying. Right? But true God said, I ain't come to tell y'all niggas this is my book, and that there will be none other. But another God did. Let that sink in. True God said, nigga, I'm not telling you that this is the only thing. As a matter of fact, this is just the first of it. You dig what I'm talking about? Can you get past kindergarten first? But he said, but behold, I come to found Yahweh's kingdom on earth. I come to the wise wise and learned, and not to one man only create a gang, huh? Peace to the righteous gods and Nirvanian goddesses, man. Peace to the Essenes, Nazarenes, Ebionites out there. You dig what I'm talking about? Y'all come on home, the Creator. He telling y'all to thank today. He said, because I don't come to the lowly. I'm coming to the wise and learn now. And not only to one of them, but to thousands. And that which I am uttering in these words, in this place, I am also uttering in the souls of thousands. And I will bring them together. I do not command saying, you shall believe, because I, your God, or I, the Lord God, or I, the Lord, have said it or revealed it in this book. He said, I ain't coming in my own authority. I don't tell y'all to believe it because the Lord said. He say, this is true God. Now listen. He say, I come as your elder brother in the name of Jah, the Creator. I show you how you can live without the government of man. Do your God teach you how to beat white supremacy? Huh? If he not, he lacking in 2023. Look what he say. Y'all worried about, oh, should we vote for Trump? Should we vote for Biden? Nigga, no. I'm going to show you how you can live without the governments of man. If your God ain't showing you that today, what good is he? He couldn't whoop COVID, so he can't get us out of white supremacy. He can't get us out of the negative part of the capitalistic society. What good is God then if these things are so obvious? That ain't true God. That's the thing. We know God is true God is going to get through that. He's going to bring that. That's what he's going to show us. He's going to show us how to get up off the bottom, how to fight from off the bottom, and to live without the government, period. Don't that make sense? What a true God would do? He's basically, true God is saying, if you don't like the rules, nigga, stop playing the game. The Bible tells you to listen to him. Listen to the governments, obey them like you would obey God. What? You see the difference in what OSB is teaching? First thing we're going to show y'all is freedom, liberty. Huh? Because look, he say, I come as your elder brother in the name of Yahweh. I show you how you can live without the governments of man, and how you shall live in order to join my resurrections. Second resurrection off top. I'm going. Create a gang, gone. We not waiting on y'all. Huh? Y'all better catch up. Worst thing I could do is stop talking. Because then y'all got to catch up without somebody who gonna break it down to you and bring you on in. This is why I'm even doing this. Remember, we've been where y'all are. We're not lording it over you. We just saying, bro, when you open door number 5, there's going to be an uppercut coming. We're just saying, bro, look for the uppercut. It's coming. You dig what I'm talking about? You go to door number 5. Oh, what's behind door number 5, Cosmo? Let me see, boss. Dude, you open up the door and whop, you get hit with the uppercut. Then you get mad at me for telling you Paul was lying. The uppercut is coming. You feel me? But see, even though I did that, I was prepared to be able to show y'all at something higher on the back end. I ain't gonna never tell you stop selling dope if dope feeding your babies and I ain't got something to give you instead. I'll be a hating, lying faker. You dig what I'm talking about? No, it's not good. I'm not saying it's good. But if I ain't got nothing else to put in its place, I ought to shut up. You dig what I'm talking about? Let the faithist listen. If your God ain't teaching you how to live without the government, so man, what are you good at? Because look, let the faithists of today, let Cosmon, let Daryl Cosmon, let Malachi Maccabee, huh? Let Selah Shalom, let the faithists of this day not say, I will purify the government. Let the created gang not say, we gonna leaven the whole mess. We gonna fix it from the inside out. That thing ain't broke. You on the bottom because you meant to be on the bottom. That thing worked perfect. You just the brunt end of it. My OG always told me, white supremacy don't work without black backs. But let not Cosmon say today, I'm going to fix the government by sending my children up in there to try to leaven it out, to fix out a system that ain't broken. Huh? I say to you, your God does not labor in such method. I don't even work like that. The cure is what? What's the cure? What's the cure of the government? To come out of her. To come out of ooze. If you go in certain places, when Cain in certain readings, right, in the oldest of the readings of the book of Adam or the book of Genesis, when Cain killed Abel, Cain went into the land of Uz, not the land of Nod. Check that out. Uz is the land of destruction, the way of the world. It is the lower self. It is the lesser light. It is disillusion. It is destruction. You dig what I'm talking about? It is declination. That is Uz. You see how Nod could once they changed the word, could still be lining up with this negative, sleep, unaware state. You dig what I'm talking about? See, the cure is to get your ass up out of there and be clean. Whoever has more faith in the world in Uz, let him remain in Uz. Whoever has faith in Yahweh, let him come into his kingdoms. To know your Father in heaven, O man, who has learned this. That's a question. To know your Father in heaven, O man, who has learned this? They profess him in words, but they belie him in their behavior. Renounce them, O my beloved. Gather up your household and follow my voice, which I speak into your soul from the Almighty. This ain't heard with regular ears. This is not seen with regular eyes. Yahweh says, I have the voice that comes from all sides. Huh? Which I speak into your soul from the Almighty. Follow your highest knowledge and make yourself a glory in Jehovah's kingdoms forever and ever. Well, let's get to what Owaspy is talking about and teaching. Because the very first thing, right? And this is the Faithist Proclamation. You can't tear it down, Cosmon, without giving them what you believe. And it better be a higher light. You dig what I'm talking about? Don't give me something equivalent. I could just stay there. You got to give me something better. If you take my Toyota, you got to turn around and then give me a Benz. You see what I'm saying? You got to give me something better than what you took. But look, this is what we believe. This is what we practice. Liberty, first of all, unto all people, then discipline and harmony, and then the improvement of all the talents I, Yahweh, created with all. You see what I'm saying? This is what we believe in. First, freedom unto all people on the earth and to the angels. And to the, hold on. And to the angels of heaven to think and speak whatever they will. They teach us that angels was just like automatons. They didn't have no thought. No. Now that you're learning that the angels are representing themselves as gods and getting you to praise them and getting you thrown in hell where you become a slave. You dig what I'm talking about? To these lower angelic beings who really are no better than you. They just been in the spiritual world longer than you, so it's easier to trick you. That's it. But this is what we believe. Freedom first unto all people on the earth and to the angels of heaven to think and speak what they will. Right? You nor angel, which you will turn into once you die, will never be a drone. You dig what I'm talking about? You have, from the day you came out your mama womb, chose everything that you wanted to do, or especially since you became cognizant of yourself. You have chosen whatever it is that you wanted to do, you chose it. The same thing happens when the man dies in his physical body. Ain't no change in the spiritual body. He still must choose. He still must go the way he gonna go. Huh? So just like you choose as a physical man before you die, after you die as a spiritual man, you still have that same freedom. First, look at what Jah is offering. Freedom first, liberty first of all, unto all people. You all special. Then discipline and harmony. Look at part 3. As stated in the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States, the Bill of Rights, and all foundations of thought, word, and action by which this country was established, liberty is the first and foremost link that has tied its people together as one nation. That's good. And that has both went to the negative and both went to the positive. Both of them are necessary to be here. But now that you can put this out here, that this liberty is ours. It's in the Bill of Rights. It's in the Constitution. It's in the Declaration of Independence. Now we're going to use it. This is why we would have to send a declaration to the whole government to show these niggas we not against y'all. We just don't need you. And why we don't need you is look how we govern ourselves. This is what's coming. Let me show you. As Faithists, we hold this truth of liberty in the highest of ideals as being a direct inspiration from our Creator. In liberty, we are given our right to practice freedom of religion. Watch this. Watch this. Let me show y'all. We ain't just saying it. It's in OWASP. It's in OWASP. It's in there. Now, when you see something evil, please point it out. When you see some bloodshed and killing and murdering of babies, and you dig what I'm talking about? When you see any of the gods in OWASP doing any fuckery, please point it out. Excuse my French. I'm gonna just let you know before you waste your time. It ain't in there. It ain't in there. Creator not telling you thou shalt not kill and then turn around and tell you to smite the Amalek utterly. No, because why? Liberty, first of all, to all people, then to discipline and harmony, and then the improvement of all the talents I created with all. You thought it was, you thought we was playing? It's in the book. Your Creator said that. Don't that sound like something the all is, was, and ever shall be would do for somebody he loved? Get him freedom. That's right in the book. Biblical God said, don't judge lest you be judged. Creator in OWASP said, nigga, I made you a perpetual judge. You better judge everything. Judge that nigga, the world around you. Shit, judge God. And when you're done with that, judge me to see if I'm that cold. That's the difference between that old time religion. The upper room. That's the difference between the upper room and OWASP. It's that new thing. We're not saying that Atari wasn't good when Atari first came out. But we got 3D virtual reality now. We got 7D in China. Huh? No, the Nintendo just ain't good enough no more. Yeah, we loved us some Duck Hunt. You dig what I'm talking about? But it can't mess with that Call of Duty. It's the upgrade. It's the new. And this is our culture. What is our culture? Hip-hop. What does hip-hop mean? Knowledge in motion. So it's always fresh. It's always new. It's always thinking to better itself in every capability and possibility. That is our heritage and our culture here in the Americas. This is faithism. This is why it lines up with the Aboriginal beliefs in this world. And when I say Aboriginal, I'm not just talking about America. I'm talking about the people who are Aboriginal to Africa, people who are Aboriginal to the world. The remnants of the Algonquins in America, the sons of Haonga, are bringing it back out. This is what they didn't held from this is what they've been hiding, repackaging to you, reselling it to you as God. Your old stuff. But the God repackaged it and gave it to you and had Paul and Josephus write it down and give it to your grandma. Your grandmama tricked your mama and your mama tricked you. This is why we tear down Paul, but this is what's on the other side, y'all. Creator on the other side. Because as faith is what? We hold this truth of liberty in the highest of ideals as being a direct inspiration from our Creator. In freedom of religion, we are able to express, explore, receive inspiration and enlightenment. So we may be illuminated and ascend in our spiritual nature to its fullest. Each and every person and faithist alike have been given their right to choose what spiritual path they take. In this, each individual decides their own personal destiny and spiritual fate. Our Creator has blessed all who are born and reside in this country with liberty, and as faithists, we do also. Y'all can get down to the book of S. We just read this book of S, Daughter of Jehovah, chapter 2, verse 11. Right here. This is the book of S, chapter 2, verse 11. Verse 11, excuse me. Liberty, first of all, to all people. No, not just the Israelites. No, not just the Edomites. No, not just the Egyptians. All people. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Book of Discipline, Book of Inspiration. We didn't got to some of these already, but let's get down into Article 2. Worship. All people who live in this country have been given rights to worship in their own way, form, and fashion, as stated in the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights and the Constitution of the United States. As faithists, we do worship and adhere to in faith our Creator, Jah, Yahweh, Jehovah, the all is, was, ever, shall be, first and last, Alpha, Omega, the mover, the quickener, the creator and the destroyer above all. We follow our Creator's instruction, given to us directly by his ever presence. Listen, is given by his ever presence directly. He don't need to come down to the mountain to speak to Moses. If you are omnipresent, you are already there. So you got inspiration that comes directly, which comes from Creator, right? And indirectly, in this point, through Owaspi and other sacred writings directly inspired by his will. Just like this one. We hold our Creator as the all highest, for he has given to all life. There shouldn't be a more a Muhammadan, a Commission, a Christian, a former Hebrew, a Buddhist, a Brahmin, who should have a word to even say about this. Don't you hold your Creator as the all highest? For he is given everything life. That would even have to include God. Let it sink in. We know you love Creator. We know that. We just want to get you out of the God spell. Because we know you think you praying to Creator. Just like we thought we was praying to Creator. Come to find out, it becomes very self-evident and proven objectively that it was. Our Creator has given to all this gift Our Creator has given to all this gift of life from his very person. This is what we believe. We are all our Creator's children, born from the same life and spirit. Each and every person born on this earth has been given eternal life to grow upward forever into the higher realms of heaven. The Creator says, I gave man a corporeal body to learn corporeal things, but then I created death so he can inherit my Ethereal kingdoms. Each and every person born on this earth has been given eternal life to grow upward forever into the higher realms of heaven. The Almighty Creator has created a world for us to live on, a solar system to travel with, a galaxy to orbit, and a universe to grow within and evolve. The ever-present Creator has sent his angels from all high to assist us in living our lives on this earth and revealing to us the life that awaits us after mortal death. That's one of the dope parts about OWASP. OWASP teach you how to know where you gonna be in heaven before you even get there. To know of a certain, hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me get back to that. One second, y'all. Let me show y'all this real quick before we keep going. This is the Book of Tay's prayer, or Tay, the Book of Tay's prayer. Tay or Tay is the culmination of all good prayers and questions asked by good people. For instance, all good men have said, God, why did you allow this to happen? That is a culmination or a Tay of all men. You dig what I'm talking about? All men have said, if there's a God, or why would this be able to happen to the babies? We've all said this. We've all questioned the all. You dig what I'm talking about? All the questions from good men are called Tay. Now, look what Yahweh say. Yahweh said, I gave a corporeal body to man so that he could learn corporeal things. But I made death so that he could rise in spirit as an angel. Stop. So a dead man rises in spirit. He's not just a spirit. He is a dead man is an angel. True, yes, indeed. An angel is a spirit, no doubt. But look, I gave a corporeal body, so but I created death. So a dead man rises in what? Spirit, right? As an angel. A dead man is an angel. And what does he do? He inhabits the Ethereal world. Far beyond this one that we on. Let's get back to Faithist proclamations, though. We didn't tow it down. Let's go show them what we believe. Why you should come back to the Creator, because the ever-present Creator has sent his angels from all high to assist us in living our lives on this earth and revealing to us the life that awaits us after mortal death. As Faithists, we know our Creator has only love for us. He only got love for us. So he wouldn't tell you to go smite Amalek. Now you got the question, well, who would? We owe all to our Creator for all things in our existence. As Faithists, we adhere to and follow our direct heavenly inspiration and earthly instruction to cherish, love, worship, and obey our Creator above all forever. And once you are working for yourself, with yourself and for yourself, and everybody is in the pot communally, this is how there is no top, there is no bottom. This is how, even though we wouldn't go that way, the first century Messianic brews was able to fund their military actions that they was going on against Rome. Them boys was loaded because they all worked for each other. If I'm living this way, right, we ain't seen nothing out the way. I don't even have to deal with the government. Taxes, none of it. You want to play in the game? Well, then you got things you got to do. That ain't got nothing to do with over here. Shout out to all my sister Nefertiti and all them who teaching us how to work these trusts. Right? I will put this in the chat so everybody can go get this and dig what I'm talking about. Article 3. This is the Faithist lifestyle and community. They always ask, what y'all be doing? What's going on? You dig what I'm talking about? And to see the growth that we've been having, I've been in it a minute. And to see this growth is amazing. You dig what I'm talking about? See, this growth is amazing. But they always ask, what you do? Well, this is what we do. This is what we believe. This is how we rock. And this is how we come. Pause. As Faithists, right? We have chosen an earthly personal lifestyle according to our spiritual teachings that we receive directly from the ever presence of our Creator, and indirectly through and according to his Bible, OWASP. As you see, we don't tell nobody to throw nothing away. As a matter of fact, I would tell you to finish the old stuff before you come to this new. If you ain't even lived up to the old Levitical law, if you ain't lived up to the old Mosaic law, if you ain't lived up to the Mosaic law that Yeshua even brought back, well, yeah, okay, stay over there. Get that done first. Because you can't even, it's like trying to put a HDMI cord into an old bubble back TV. It's not compatible. You haven't upgraded yet. You still got the old garments, trying to patch them up. What did true God say? I'm not a patcher up of old garments. Instead of trying to act like you ain't got them holes in your shoes, get some new ones. Look what that's what John's saying today. Okay, they hurt your feet. Take them off. But it's something on the other side I got for you, directly and indirectly. Because as Faithists, we have chosen to and have covenanted. Listen, shout to the gang. We different. As Faithists, we have chosen to and have covenanted ourselves to our Creator to do His will according to our highest ideals, aspirations, inner light, understanding, knowledge, and abilities. I think this is beautiful because this is what I call faithism. If you want to know what faithism is in a nutshell, hold on, let me get this up. All right. If you want to know what faith is and what we're doing for real, this is it. As Faithists, each individual by yourself, we don't press you to do that. You don't even need to be here. Right? Because if you ain't all the way you throwing off the bag. We're going to hit you with the Anu Hassad, tell you to step out of line, sir. Because as Faithists, we have chosen. Why? And what happens when you choose the Creator? You become the chosen. And since we choose the Creator, right, we become the chosen because we choose. You thought the chosen was some special bloodline hidden to the God. No, nigga. No. If you choose the Creator, you are His chosen. Simple, right? Remember, God is not the author of confusion, correct? So whatever He's telling you, got to be simple, like what Cosmon telling you, because Cosmon ain't putting nothing on it. No sugar, no butter, no nothing. Because if you was going to wrap us up as a nut in the faith, it would be this. As Faithists, we have chosen and have covenanted ourselves to our Creator, not to us. We do right because we know right. But we only know right because we know Him. We have covenanted ourselves to our Creator to do His will according to what? Our highest ideals. To Malachi Maccabee's ideas, to Just Me's our highest ideal, to Michaelia, her highest ideal of herself, her aspirations, her inner light. She can't be wrong when she's doing it for the Creator. Because her highest ideal, her highest inspiration, inner light, understanding, knowledge, and ability, we have covenanted our Creator with our Creator to do His will by the best we know how. Huh? So that means, guess what? That means also, guess what? The good part about this is the wise man can get this and so can the dummy. And if the dummy can get it, guess who else can get it? The babies. To live to their highest ideal of their self, their highest aspiration, their inner light, that is faithism, and that is how you serve Creator. To do a good thing to your highest ideal to somebody else. To use your highest aspiration to do something else for somebody else. To use your inner light and apply it to someone else to better their situation. Your best understanding, knowledge, and ability. Applying them to do a good work for anybody is a good work, and it's how you serve the Creator. That is a faithist. Huh? In faith, we have chosen our Creator above all. And in doing so, He has chosen us. Look at that. As faithists, we hold all life as sacred and practice to the best of our abilities our Creator's requests, suggestions, and principles of conduct that progress life. Hold on, let me rewind that. We hold all life as sacred and practice to the best of our abilities our Creator's requests, suggestions, and principles of conduct that progress life, spiritual fulfillment, and happiness. Part 5. As faithists, we do not practice, participate in, or condone war and destruction. I repeat that again. As faithists, we do not practice, participate in, or condone war and destruction. So when you ask a faithist, you're going to get the same answer about the war in Palestine. It's bad on both sides. None of you get a pat on the back for killing people. You just under the God spell. So puffed up about your God, you're willing to kill your brother. Crazy part is the Palestinian and the Jew look so much alike now. They can't tell each other apart in the street. So they just drop a bomb. Kill everybody. Your God is making y'all do that. But as faithists, you don't participate in or condone neither part of it. That ain't even our business. Y'all want a war and kill yourself? Have at it. Don't ask us for nothing. We gonna condemn you every time. You part of the problem because you in the war. Israel, you part of the problem because you in the war. Palestine. Now, yeah, don't get mad too. Israel, now that they striking back. Because remember, you killed 2 million of them when you came in 1947, 48. Remember what you did to them in 73. You ever stop and thought why they tacked you on a Jubilee of you putting them people in slavery and apartheid in 73? Is that reaping and sowing? You better hope not. Because you got a whole bunch of more reaping to go. I would tell Israel, shut it down, partner, wrap it up, B. Huh? The world turning on you. You better try to come out of this with some deodorant on. You know y'all musty over there. Just saying. As Faithists, we do not practice or condone abortions. As Faithists, we do not practice or condone suicide. As Faithists, we do not practice or condone homosexuality and adultery. Rather, we adhere to and embrace heterosexual monogamy or celibacy. What do you mean, cosmology? Aren't you against the LGBTQ? No. Guess what? It's a whole bunch of good in them, too. I ain't never met a gay person that was trying to fight me or hurt me. That say a lot. You can twist it up how you want to. If they not trying to hurt nobody and they only trying to do good, I'm with them. Now, your actions, I don't condone, nor do I practice it, nor do I adhere to anything you talking about. But you are a good person. I can't look past that. You haven't done anything to me. And many of y'all went through situations that have you the way that you are. Man, this is an outcome from, this is a result from a prior action. I'm not, and I'm definitely not on the side of anybody who's doing anything to children, but many times that's how it comes. So no. And it's just, and we not on some, oh, you going to hell for ever ass thousand ass nigga, just like you got to get past whatever it is, just like you got to get past eating animal sandwiches, it's something of your lower nature that you got to get past. You're not perfect. They not neither. I'm just here to tell y'all not going to hell. Creator love the shit out of you, just like he loved me. But he know that you got your proclivity to whatever it is that you like. But guess what? You're going to have to get past that. And guess what? It's a choice. Just like one day, Cosmo, I'm up here sparking up a big fat splipper ting right now. One day, guess what? Cosmo, I got to get past this. Or even I can't rise. I'm not special. What makes me special and what makes me different is that I keep it real first. Give a damn how gay. You could be gay as all gay. Are you good? Are you good is what I care about. I know some gay people would never do nothing to no baby. Kill you behind that baby. You keep playing. You dig what I'm talking about? People who've been through things, you can't just write them to the side. No, they still doing good. Do we practice it? Do we condone it? No. We don't condone adultery neither. But it's choices. And they got to get to a point to either in this world or the next. And guess what? The good part is you ain't going to hell. You got all time to get past. To understand that it doesn't lead to things that progress life or spiritual fulfillment or happiness? Same with weed. I ain't no better. You ain't better, Cosmon. But I got a way to keep it real and to rationalize it and to show you that you don't need to rationalize it. That there will be a time. Sooner or later, you gonna have to get past it. That's all this earthly shit. In the end of the day, as faithists, we abstain from substances to the point of abuse and intoxication. You ain't better, Cosmon. I just got a better way. I just tapped in with the Creator. He allows me to save me. So when I'm ready, I get right. Ain't that what a God do? Do this sit right with you? Have you heard anything evil, mean, or devilish or something? You may have heard something that convicts you, but guess what? All that stuff was in the past too. Are you ready to do it now? There ain't no finite a finite thing that gives you an infinite justice forever burning in hell. No. This is what we came to get you out of, that fear. Because as faithists, we abstain from substances to the point of abuse and intoxication. Do you smoke tweed, Cosmo? Like a chimney? You're going to have to get past that. I know. Yeah. But the worst part, my diet, I didn't got past. I cut this weed out before listen, it was harder to cut that meat out. Talking about addicted. But guess what I was doing? Guess how I did it? Guess how I did it? By living to my highest ideal. I knew that a vegetarian lifestyle is the best one. I knew that. Duh. My highest aspiration was to be there. Though I didn't need it. My inner light was telling me my highest ideal was right. My understanding let me know that my inner light and my higher idea and my aspiration to get it done was right. What I do? I applied my knowledge. I applied my knowledge. And it gave me the ability to sit here and talk to y'all today on a 30-day raw fast. Shout out to the gang. I ate meat for 40 years, y'all. 40. This is only my 5th year. In my first year, I went a pescatarian because I knew I'm not fake. I knew I was going to need to eat a sandwich or something, a fish sandwich. So I ate fish and just turned to the veggies. But after a while, you don't even want it. I don't even think about it now. It is what it is. You did what I'm talking about? As faithists, we abstain and renounce the carnivorous habit, eating meat. As faithists, listen, I did just blow past that, right? This the key. This the first law. It's so important. Listen, if you can listen, it's so hard to do. that if you can get your diet under wrap, you can do anything. Anything. Listen, I'm telling you, I believe now that somebody walked on water. Yep, somebody did it, whether it was Jesus or somebody. Why? Because I know that the higher vibratory rate that you can put yourself into, you can kick off a negative charge, which will push away from a substance like water. So you don't think the great Iesus was that would have been easy without even spirit help. He did that on his own, just off quote unquote magnetism and electromagnetism. There ain't no electromagnetism. It's only vortex. There's only one force. Creator. He is all. It's just by what he does with that leaves the fingerprint of him upon everything, which is mathematics. Everything spirals. Everything revolves. Everything, all motion revolves. It's your diet that's going to change everything. It's going to change how you think. It's going to change how you look. It's going to change how you feel. It's going to change how long you live. You ever seen them grandmas and them that be living, they be 110, smoking cigarettes, smoke weed, chew snuff, drink, do all that. You ever wonder how they be living that long? Because they ain't eat no meat. Don't look back. They don't eat no meat. No. Hardly, rarely. Drink hard, play hard. Been going hard their whole life. They didn't eat no meat. They be 106. Grandma Tildy at 97. You dig what I'm talking about? She got a cigarette. I was watching an old man smoke a cigar on the thing. He said, "Shit, I ain't about to I ain't about to stop now." He was like 103. You dig what I'm talking about? Them boys didn't eat, they ate what they grew right there. Right out the land. Yeah, they had milk and cows, and I mean, yeah. And you gotta even understand, even at that time, even though the meat was it was bad, the better is for you, but at least that meat was like they did it right. It didn't have no preservatives, and you ain't got chickens as big as cows, and you dig what I'm talking about? In 3 months, you got a whole you dig what I'm talking about? Something that's supposed to take a year to grow up in 90 days. We ain't got, all them GMOs and hormones pumped into the food back into the day. They literally went out their backyard and picked them peaches, them mulberries, them collard greens, them carrots, them turnips. You dig what I'm talking about? The mustards. You dig what I'm talking about? If you real country like me, you done ate some dandelion soup before, and it's fire. It's fire. Dandelion soup is fire. All right. But listen, I can't make listen. So much stuff happened to you when your diet changed. Boy, you gonna think you crazy because you're gonna start seeing stuff. They gonna say you see, here we go, Cosmo, this fucking shit. There you go. See this? I knew he was about to come with that. Yeah. Listen, bro. Listen, think about it. What happened to your grandma when she died? She changed into a spirit. She an angel, wasn't she? Of course she is. Huh? So that means what happened to your body here matters. What you choose to do matters. And if you can dominate your want for meat here on this planet, I promise you, not only does it have a benefit in this world, it makes you a giant in the other world. Because that's time you don't have to get past. Let's just say you live to be 90 eating meat. Eating all this stuff. You live to be 90. It's gonna at least be that just trying to shake meat into heaven. You ain't about to what you thought you was gonna be a killer down here, and now you die and you turn into a saint. No. No. Oh, you thought it was gonna happen in twinkle of an eye? No, that was a false god telling you that was gonna happen to trick you to think that you could do what thou wilt. You can. You can do what you want to do. But guess what? It's repercussions for everything you do. Reaping and sowing. If it wasn't if you didn't reap for everything you sowed, that would prove there was no creator. That would mean I could plant potatoes and grow lemons. We know that can't happen. But boy, when you get over that meat, boy, you turn into a super nigga. You just, I swear, you just vibe higher. Whatever, you ain't got to believe me. Why would I lie to you, though? I'm the one with a direct connect to Jaja, but I'm going to lie to you. You better turn on. Only reason you don't see spirits is because you're dark. And devoid of light on the inside. You stink on the inside because of your carnivorous diet. Huh? You are a walking pus bag. You think the high rank angels want to come by your nasty, rotten meat smelling ass? Huh? No. No wonder you don't see them. Your spiritual eye has cataracts. It has a plaque on it. And the only way you gonna clean that eye is to wash it with clean things from the inside out. Put things that are of life, that give life in your body, not things that had to be killed and are of death into your body. As Faithists, we do not believe in, participate in, practice, or condone reincarnation. We don't rock with it. As Faithists, we believe that the North American continent, specifically the United States of America, is the land where our Creator has designated his kingdom on earth be established. It is our belief that the founding fathers of the United States of America were under the direct inspiration of God and his angel ambassadors to establish a new and free government that would allow and protect the founding, establishment, and completion of Yahweh's kingdom on earth in this nation. Since goodness cannot grow from wickedness, listen, since goodness cannot grow from wickedness, light cannot come from darkness, and life cannot come from death, Jaja's kingdom on earth cannot be founded or established within the cities and domains of the world's people, for they do not accept or believe in the Creator or follow his teachings and have become profane and corrupt. As Faithists, we have been instructed by our Creator through his God to separate ourselves from the world's people, to form and develop our own lifestyle, establish our own communities, and found Jaja's kingdom on earth. As Faithists, we believe that by following our Creator's directions, adhering to his will in our lives, and founding such communities, a spiritually higher, morally correct, and advanced civilization will flourish, prosper, and give new life to this country, its continuity and expansion into the far reaches of the world. All right? And these is references for the Faithist lifestyle. Like if I said, if your God ain't teaching you how to beat white supremacy today, what good is he? If he's not teaching you how to put something together that's higher than what you already got, what good is it? I'm going to tear down Paul just to give you Jah, the creator of it all. I'm not telling you to follow Cosmon. No, hell no, you be crazy. Don't do what Cosmon did. I went the hard way to get here. Man, take the advice, dude. Save your mama some years of worrying about you. Don't go Cosmon way, but Cosmon got this way because I had to do what I had to do. You ain't got to do what I had to do. You can learn. You can learn without bumping your head. Cosmon had to learn by bumping his head. This is called, this is Article 4, spiritual sovereignty, right? According to the First Amendment in the Bill of Rights of the Constitution of the United States, the government of man, any other organizations, groups, or individuals have no right to interfere in our spiritual lives and in our personal lives that relate to our religious faith, belief, and sacred instruction. Sovereignty, spiritual sovereignty. As Faithists, we have chosen our Creator, his law, and kingdoms above all. Through Owaspi, God has revealed. If you read it, you know this ain't no lie. This is why we're telling you this is what we believe. This is what we have to offer instead. Through Owaspi, God has revealed to Faithists that the governments of man and the world's people are either ignorant of or have rejected our Creator's righteousness, perverting his higher laws of virtue and life. We sent this to the government. As Faithists, we have been instructed by our Creator to be a separate people away from the governments of man and the world's people. To the earth, the waters, and the skies above have been created by the Creator of all for all people to share and not to be possessed by any person, kingdom, or nation. Sound like the Algonquin tribes, don't it? We didn't know nothing about possession land. Creator made it for all of us. Those kingdoms, right, and nations of closed ports, immigration restrictions, standing armies used to protect what is not theirs, rather the Creator's, is against the Almighty's law and design, but Cosmos. See, this is the dope thing about Creator, because right now he right. I can't disagree with this. This is right. right? That the kingdoms and nations of closed ports, immigration restrictions, and standing armies used to protect what is not theirs, rather the creators, is against the Almighty's law and design. Yes, that's true. See, this is the dope part about OSB, but in the Cosmon era, right? I'm just putting this out there. The loosening of the borders affect my people the most. That just is what it is. I understand it. I would hope for the higher ideal, and then I would not necessarily, I wouldn't close it. I would leave what's already there, but you gotta slow this down because this is being affected, and then we get the brunt of this. And then these people come in here and set up as tellers and go against us. In the Cosmon era, I got the right to say what I'm seeing. Would I like to be better? Yeah, because guess what? I need to get better too. And since I know better, we got to do better. And then y'all handle that on the outside. You dig what I'm talking about? While I handle this over here, we all can't be in each other's lanes also. You dig what I'm saying? We get the brunt of this. That's the dope part. I'm not going to hell for that. Jaja don't hate me for that. He's right, and I know I have to get to this point. I'm working myself to this point. I ain't there yet. I ain't to the point to where you can slap Cosmon and I'm going to turn the other cheek. I ain't there yet. I believe in it, though. But I ain't there yet. I'll beat your ass. You think? Yeah, listen, you can try it if you want to. You dig what I'm talking about? They ravaging that border. Right? Who bringing the fatty? Black people don't make fentanyl. I'm just saying. You dig what I'm talking about? Who bringing all that over here? Where are you putting all these people? Who paying for it? I'm not no sucker. No, you can't slap me and I'm gonna turn another cheek. Not gonna happen. What y'all don't know is Creator also tell me that man got to learn to overcome evil all on his own. Boy, if I'm ready to deal with whatever the consequence is, you got a problem. Remember they said don't do the crime that you can't do. Boy, when you understand that, I ain't even never gonna get caught. You're dead. Better leave Cosmon alone. We in the era where I can have high spirituality and high physicality all at the same time. Creator is just taking away the fear. Don't play. I got a family out here. It's gonna always be you. It ain't gonna never be me. This is why Jaja made me talk. I didn't want to do this, y'all. But he gave me a gift, y'all, to break down things of high spirituality and to bring them, make them simple so everybody can get it. Nigga, I ain't there yet. I ain't to the point to where that I can say just open up. No, nigga, close the borders. Kick them out. Y'all got to go. And until my people get right, if we stop paying for your people, they ain't got no more excuses as in why not to help, what's the word? Is it's not just the monetary part that you need to get my people back. It's a total rejuvenation. You took something that wasn't yours. And then killed us on paper. You genocided us. Made us disappear. Called us everything with the Algonquins. Called us Indians, blacks, free coloreds, Negroes, mulattoes, free coloreds, freedmen. You called me everything but the son of the Most High. So no. Excuse me. If I just want to get good folks together first, you dig what I'm talking about? Get mine together first and get my house together first and clean up what I got to do over here with man, and then I can worry about everybody else. That makes sense to me too. For the right now, I can't worry about all the way in the future, but for the right now, you dig what I'm talking about? We get in the brunt of this, letting these people in here, man, crime rates going through the sky. And until you close the gap between the haves and the have-nots, you're creating crime. Y'all better recognize the government has set itself up as a legal person. And it set itself up against you, white, black, don't matter. None of that matters. It has set itself against you, American. This is how it can tax you and keep taxing you yearly and back to back for some shit you already paid for. Through a waspy. God has revealed to the faithists that the governments of man and the world's people are either ignorant of or have rejected our Creator's righteousness, perverting his higher laws, virtue, and life. As faithists, we have been instructed by our Creator to be a separate people away from the governments of man and the world's people. The earth, the water, and the skies above them have been created by our Creator for all. Created by the Creator of all, for all people to share and not to be possessed by any person, kingdom or nation. Those kingdoms and nations of closed ports, immigrations, restrictions, and standing armies used to protect what is not theirs, rather the Creator's, is against the Almighty's law and design. I get it. And I'm not always against it, but you got to regulate it. Right? It's got to be regulated. Or if you don't, you can tank this country. It can turn into Mexico. The reason why Mexico is like it is, the Mexican government and the people. The reason that the Caribbean is like it is because the government and the people. That's why everybody dying to come to America. I get it. But I can't sit here and act like mine ain't important. And before you get anything, only reason you can come here is because my ancestor got bit. My ancestor got hosed down with a water hose. My ancestor got bombed and blew up in the church. My ancestor got killed on the side of the road. None of you did no work. Yet you benefit. And I'm not supposed to be upset. And this ain't no 1,000 years ago. This 60 years ago. We still ain't got shit. I'm done. Because as faithists, we have been directed by our Creator to fulfill His commandments, that His kingdom manifest itself on earth as it is in heaven. Sound familiar? We have been instructed that those who try to stay the hand of the Almighty will degenerate and dissipate into darkness and be lost from the face of the earth. If you know what a wasp is, it's a couple ways that this can happen. Look what they said. Key word. Degenerate. Look at yourself. Are your people dying off? Get right. Do right. Or dissipate into darkness. Because the light is rising higher and higher. Why do you think they've been talking about so much war? It's not our end time, it's the end time of the gods. Remember, Jesus is telling John in Revelation, a revelation that he got. It's third person. But remember, prophecy is always first person. If I told you about a prophecy, it could only be from mine. So God told Jesus, who told John. Is that direct inspiration? Well, then we're not even actually looking at Jesus's end time theory or story. We're actually looking at the gods. Think about this. In the end of the whole thing with your God or the biblical God, right? In the end of it, after the 1,000 years, the 7 years, tribulation, after everything is already done, there's the heaven didn't drop down here to earth. Everything is already happened. Outside of your heaven will be dogs who will be running around ravaging people. There will be murderers, sorcerers, and male prostitutes on the outside. Think about that. You done went through everything you done went through in your whole life to get to the strip club, the male strip club. Pause. Think about it. That's the end goal. To be in Jerusalem. That's it. That's the end goal. To be one with God, right? In the New Jerusalem, here on earth, with male prostitutes outside, dogs and sorcerers. Read it. You ain't got to believe me. What is a whoremonger? You ain't got to believe me. I know. I know. We have been instructed that those who try to stay the hand of the Almighty will degenerate. That's real. That's real. You want me to tell you that this is real? Go look up why white women are choosing black men. They'll tell you we like chocolate, but it's also to preserve our line. They know it. They know. The young babies ain't afraid to tell it, and they don't give a damn what color you is. Really, they don't care, and that's cool. I like that. You dig what I'm talking about? You dig what I'm saying? I say rock with who you rock with who rock with you. I hope the best of the best genetics get together. Because that's what's gonna make the babies of the cosmos era the best of the best getting together. Right? But they're gonna degenerate. Are we seeing that today? Am I just making this up? And dissipate in the darkness and be lost. Uh-oh. From the face of the earth. Those who accept the will of the ever-present creator and promote his actions, create a gang, man. Shout out to all the GITs, the gods in training, man. Will survive, prosper, and flourish in his life, becoming the future generations of mankind that will inherit the earth. It is what it is. Are you willing to? We already know you willing to die for this shit. Are you willing to live for this shit though? Because only the faithist are becoming the future generations of mankind. That's it. Whether you believe it or not. I say, man, I'm not coming to say y'all niggas. I'm coming to make a new race. The best of the best of the best. The amalgamated niggas is going to be my people in America. Uh-oh. This is what they don't like to hear. When you tell it plain, this is what they don't like to hear. Best of the best. Right here in America. Right? Those who accept the will of the creator and promote his actions will survive, prosper, and flourish in his light, becoming the future generations of mankind that will inherit the earth. As faithists, we must live by the higher light and law of our creator in our spiritual lives, both here on this earth and in the heavens after mortal death. Declination of war. As faithists, we declare our rights according to the First Amendment of the Bill of Rights of the Constitution of the United States by adhering to our spiritual beliefs and following the will, instruction, and commandments of our Creator according to our Bible, OSP, not to engage in, participate in, promote, support, aid, or abet wars, murder, and violence in any way, form, or fashion. Let that sink in. Not to engage in, participate in, promote, support, aid, or abet wars, murder, and violence in any way, form, or fashion. Now, if you feel the same way, right? If you feel the same way, hit your boy Cosmon with a 1 in the chat. If you're not rocking with no war, you ain't going to kill nobody who ain't never did nothing to you, man. Hit your boy with a 1 in the chat real quick, man. Let me turn up some music real quick, and then I'll be right back. Oh, wow. I was on mute that whole time. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was on mute that whole time. That's crazy. I was going in. I was going nuts. Yeah, bro. I seen you call, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. I wasn't on mute, man. I had the thing up and I couldn't see the StreamYard, and I thought I was off mute. Oh my god. So y'all didn't hear none of it. Y'all didn't hear none of this. Uh the declaration of war and all that. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, shout out to the Prince, man. Hey, look. Oh man, that's crazy. I was going hammer too. Oh wow, that whole time wasn't nobody saying that. That was crazy. That's crazy. All right. Well, I get back to it, right? I'm gonna just pick up where I'm at, right? Because I'm in a groove. You dig what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna just pick up where I'm at. Right. As Faithist. Damn, man. Listen, that's crazy. You dig what I'm saying? I'll probably come back and just redo this video. You dig what I'm saying? But I'll check it and see how it go. But let's go right here to why we decline jury court. Right. We already got right here. We already missed this one, but we'll go back and do it. The declaration of war. While we at it, let's just read it. You know what I mean? As Faithist, this is what we believe, y'all. That's crazy that y'all couldn't hear me, bro. Y'all didn't hear me give the shout outs. None. Y'all didn't hear none of that. That's crazy. Oh wow. Okay. But this is why in our system, in a way of life and what we believe and how we live, the Creator already got something prepared for us that takes us out of we can't be pushed into war. You dig what I'm talking about? You can't we always decline it. Right? Because as Faithists, we declare our rights according to the First Amendment and the Bill of Rights of the Constitution of the United States by adhering to our spiritual beliefs and following the will, instruction, and commandments of our Creator according to our Bible, OSP, not to engage in, participate in, promote, support, aid or abet wars, murder, and the violence in any way, form, or fashion. Right? He already had it planned out for us. Right? Our Faithist instruction from our Creator forbids our voluntary contributing taxes and funds. Now I know what y'all probably thinking right now. Some slick niggas is, oh yeah, woo, 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 woo. But it's not through man's authority that we don't pay tax. It's through the authority of the Creator that you would be surprised how much the government yields to. They know what's up. And we was just clearing it up, so now we're clearing it up for everybody. Our Faithist instruction from our Creator forbids our voluntary contributed taxes and funds. Trick no good, nigga, if you thought you was about to come over here and get some old tax-free ass. It's always some slick shit in the game. Mm-mm. Not over here, cuz. You think you just go fake like you love create? Don't work that way. Creator all no, not for lack of a better word, for having perfect word, our creator teaches us how to point out a faker and a snake in the grass. A nigga that say, oh yeah. A nigga that don't practice what he preach. Did your God teach you how to pick out a hoe ass nigga? The God in no watch me do. Well, Creator told our God, Creator told the God to tell us. For second hand. But what you hear in that voice that you call it your conscience. It's Creator. You ever thought why your conscience was never ever wrong? Never stopped and thought why your conscience always tell you the best thing to do. It's not till you listen to the other voice that some dumb shit happens. But that voice in your conscience that told you, man, don't go over there, has always been right. Never wrong. Right? Our faith is instruction from our Creator forbids voluntary contributing taxes, funds, or relinquishing any such financial support willingly for the promotion and production of war, death, and destruction of our fellow man. Now, look, this is crazy. Your God got to be smart. If it doesn't lead towards life, why would he support it? Why would he put his people in it? Look, we are instructed by our Creator who has continuously and without variance and without fail or by law, he has always commanded, thou shalt not kill. Okay, so the nigga in the Bible who tells you thou shalt not kill, and then turn around and tells you to smite Amalek, utterly kill the men, the women, the children, the infants, the sucklings, kill the calves, the goats, the dogs, the cats, kill the fly, kill everything. Understand that that's somebody different than the man who has always, without variance, told you thou shalt not kill. It don't even make sense for him to tell you anything about killing if he told you not to do it. If he gave you a whole way to feed yourself without killing anything, that just makes sense that he was backing up his thou shalt not kill. Not even for your food. We are instructed by our Creator who has continuously and without variance or by law commanded thou shalt not kill in mankind's time on this earth. For the most part, he has denied his Creator and rejected his commandments, setting up philosophies, ideologies, kingdoms, governments, saviors, gods, etc., etc., that pertain to what? Self and self-gain and self-defense and its ugly cousin, patriotism and conquest, which has and always will lead to war and destruction. By man not following his Creator's commandments and engaging in war, he has brought on himself all manner of destruction, hardship, famines, disease, and suffering. Right? As Faithists, we believe that Those slain in wars do not die with the mortal body, but live on in the afterlife in chaos, torture, and in the horrors of conflict and death that they participated in. So when the dudes who went in the war was on the battlefield and all that, getting killed and all that, they still right there fighting, being tortured by their own minds in chaos. And in turn, what happens? They inspire others in the spirit world and those on earth to the same destruction. Our Bible, Owaspy, states that the instigators, contributors, supporters, and all the participants of war, having rejected and broken the commandments of the Creator, will be held accountable for their actions of destruction and be bound through the judgment of God for their deeds. For none can escape final judgment, nor the bondage thereof, as Faithist. We are sworn in our covenants to the Creator that we will abstain from all aspects of or any participation in the act of war, murder, and violence at all costs, and bring about peace when possible. That is our reference article number 5, declaration of war. But we got them for the jab too. You don't think he set up for all that? How many of y'all would you dig what I'm talking about? Your God ain't benefiting you today. I mean, I'm talking about real-time physical benefits. He ain't helping you to live longer, to do better, to get more money, to live right. He ain't helping you to do that. I mean, as a byproduct, you're going to get money. But if he ain't helping you to live right, what the hell? What? This is our court jury declaration. This is why you can't bring a Faithist on a court jury. Now, mind you, we sent this to the government. They know who we are. They've been known. Our OG sent this. Shout out to the RFK. Shout out to the UFK. Shout out to my brother Peter too, man. Get better, OG. Love you, bro. As Faithist, we are covenant with our Creator not to judge, censor, and find fault or evil in any person and what they do, for it is between them and their Creator. So we don't get up in courts condemning people for no reason. What they got to do is what they got to do, and what they got to go through is what they got to go through, but you ain't going to make us get up there. Whether he right or wrong, and we condemn him. In our Faithist beliefs, to judge someone is to be spiritually bound to that person, whether they be innocent or guilty. As Faithist, we believe if we sit in judgment of those accused and they be found guilty, and a course of retribution is inflicted upon them, we could be bound to them until they are reformed, either here on this earth or in the afterlife following mortal death. So let's just say somebody get found guilty of a crime that they didn't do, or they did do, wouldn't even matter. But let's just say in jail, this man get violated. Or let's just say the guy who was not guilty but got found guilty, they put him in an electric chair and killed him. We don't believe really that we will be bound to him. We know we will be bound to him until that person is reformed, first of all, in the heavens. That's a whole nother job another angel got to do before I'm still living on earth. How I'm going to help him? That man just got killed for something he didn't do. And don't even act like that don't happen every day. How many thousands of people we done went back and did these DNAs and really looked into stuff? Man, they letting people go after 30 years, 27 years, 40 years. Right? Yeah, we know you going to be bound. You owe him something. You did what I'm talking about. You did him dirty in this life. Because he got up there and he told y'all, I didn't do this. None of y'all believed and found that man guilty. He got killed. Now what? You think you got away with that? Trick no good. Trick no good. Jaja Cole, he don't miss nothing. Any snakery, baby. If you didn't think it was, it was. Shouldn't be trying to lord stuff over people. If you turn it down, they can't do it. As Faithists, it is our belief that if we judge someone guilty and they be innocent, we will be held in spiritual bondage to that person until we pay restitution. That's right. But that's on. Listen, I'm just saying, not that it's right. Like, you know, it's just because the book is saying it's right. You know what I mean? No, that's right because that's right. I spilled it. I should clean it. But what if he dead already? Then what? He gonna be higher raised than me, probably in the spirit. And then I gotta get myself to where I can raise him up to I'm higher than him to raise him up to where he higher than me. Come on, man. I don't want to be. Creator had that all thought out for us. So no, we not in nobody's court, pointing no fingers, hanging nobody, cooking no. We don't even rock with it like that. Personally, I don't rock with the po, period. And it's a bunch of good police out there. I know they cool, bunch of them, but it's a bunch of you faggots out there too. And that is even faggots call you fucking faggot. You dig what I'm saying? They ain't got shout out to the LGBTQ. They know what I mean. They know that's a diss. I ain't calling them faggots. I'm calling y'all faggots. They know it's even a diss to the LGBTQ. They don't play that. I'm calling them that. The Po9, the 12, 50. I never rock with you. My very first time ever meeting the police, I got beat up. Yep. 12 years old. Nigga grabbed me by the back of my motherfucking pants and my butt. He hit me with the Bobo Brazil. He pressed me like Undertaker. That nigga pressed me, bro. Literally by the back of my pants and by the scruff of my shirt. Slam me all in the rocks, man. Shout out Thody. My daddy came to the police station trip. We was doing something stupid, but dog, you ain't had to do me like that. You know what I mean? I was 12. As Faithists, it is our belief that if we judge somebody guilty and they be innocent, we will be held in spiritual bondage to that person until we pay restitution and be forgiven by that person. Man, that's just either here on this earth or in the afterlife following mortal death. Man, it's just right. You know that's your creator. You got to make it right. You know that's your father. You know that's how he act. That's just how he is. You know that. In the public court systems, whether a person be innocent or guilty, lawyers perform and compete in their professions for personal glory, esteem, and profit. And in this process, the truth can become obscure. As Faithists, We have been instructed in our Bible, Owaspi, that prisons of cruelty and torture and the act of capital punishment are against the will and judgment of our Creator. Notice, did you say that? It didn't say it shouldn't be no prisons. Remember, Creator made fucked up niggas too, who choose to be fucked up. You did what I'm talking about, but it's a bunch of them, and they need to be. It's some niggas that just need to be in prison. Real talk. You know what I mean? Some dudes is menaces. You know what I mean? But for cruelty and torture, nah. But they don't reform you neither in there. They ain't trying to make you better and help you when you get out or nothing, man. Really, just it leads you to a point of recidivism. And I guess that's why the recidivism rate is like 85, 90%. If you go in once, you go in twice. That's the crazy part. As Faithist, it has been revealed to us that over time, it is better to redeem and rehabilitate those in darkness and sin than to punish them only. Right? Didn't say shouldn't no punishment come. You just said don't punish them only. Rehabilitate them too. How the fuck you go whooping him? What, you gonna whoop his ass every day? No, you gotta whoop him something, then teach him something. You gotta whoop him one time, then teach him the rest of the way. Same thing we did to Paul. We whoop you one time, now we come and give you the higher life. Because as Faithists, we have been instructed by our Creator to return good for evil and to punish no one. Do that mean be willy-nilly and go for anything and be a gopher and you know, let anybody do anything? No, that don't mean that. He did give us a bunch of common sense. As faith is fulfilling our covenant with our Creator, we respectfully decline sitting in judgment of others in personal manner or collectively on the court-appointed jury. All right? About healthcare. And then we're going to get up out of here, right? As Faithists, we have the liberty and right to choose our personal health care system and healing methods according and aligned with our Creator's instruction and inspiration. In our quest for optimum health, we strive for purity of mind and body so that purity in spirit can be realized, resulting in a higher awareness and connection with our Creator. I keep telling you, the diet is key. This is why the dietary laws are first. They are first in every religious order, especially if you're going to be a so-called apostle, seer, a medium. It calls for a vegetarian diet. So when you looking at all these people talk about they getting all this spiritual movement and doing all this stuff, and you see this nigga biting on pork sandwiches, eating hog head cheese and animal backs, and you dig what I'm talking about? Don't you believe who really look at who inspiring that dude? We know it can't come through no TD Jakes ass niggas. You don't eat right. All of them, don't matter the highest of the yogis, the tantric guys, the Buddhist guys, the Confucians, the highest of the even the highest of the Jesuit order, nigga, they only eat plants. Yeah. whatever. You can, you know what I mean? Y'all better look into it. So listening to a nigga who don't even act like he trying to get it right, man, shit. Fuck it. Them days is over with. We not listening to Reverend Soft Shoe no more, man. We know something wrong. Now we showing you what's wrong, but look, now what we showing you is what's on the other side. Because you know this sit right with you. Right? Because as Faithists, we have the liberty and right to choose our own personal health care system and healing methods according to and align with our Creator's instruction and inspiration. Now, does that mean that we not going to go to a specialist that we know we need? No, we going to go there. We also going, that's if we need to go there. But we also plan to try to live a life to where none of that even happens. I'm just worried about living. You dig what I'm talking about? Anywhere, you know, and you understand that sickness and other, but the thing is, we got the ability to choose. So if you got HMO and all that, you keep that too. See, the thing is, you got to learn how to play the game, not let the game play you. Your God ain't teaching you that today. You better get a wasp. That's all I can say. In our quest for optimum health, we strive for purity of mind and body so that purity in spirit can be realized, resulting in a higher awareness and connection with our Creator. As Faithists, it is our spiritual belief that impurities contaminate the body and corrupt the flesh, reducing the purity and clarity of spirit, resulting in a reduction of our Creator's light, life force, and ever presence within our being. As Faithists, we have been instructed by our Creator to not kill animals or consume their flesh and blood and other byproducts that contain their genetic character. As Faithists, it has been revealed to us that consuming flesh foods causes physical corruption, mental and emotional contention, spiritual darkness, and a disbelief in the Creator and His ever presence. That's just from eating. As Faithists, our Creator has revealed to us that the habits we form on this earth, be they good or bad, will follow us into the spirit world after mortal death and determine the ascension of our souls into the heavens above. So your diet does have to do with, so the whole you are what you eat hits a little different. If you know you can't rise but so high because of your diet, you might want to change your diet. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, my bad. Okay. Let me get up here. So that changes your whole, you are what you eat. It gives you a whole different perspective on the doctrine, because if you can't raise no higher, then your earthly desire, you're going to have to learn to let go of the steak too. You dig what I'm talking about? We all got to go through it. It is what it is. Right? As Faithists, and in our overall health care, first and foremost, we believe, promote, and practice optimal spiritual health through prayer, meditation, and communion with our ever present Creator. As Faithists, we endeavor to achieve optimal mental, emotional, and physical health and the prevention of sickness and disease through diet, lifestyle, purity, and the cleanliness of your body and surroundings, who we associate with, and where we live. As Faithists, our Creator has instructed us against inoculations, and to forswear such. Our Creator know. Listen, that's the only way he could know. If he was the Creator in 1881, how would you know in 1881 to tell somebody this? Unless you was the Creator. How'd you know about COVID in 1881? How did you know to tell your people that the Creator has instructed us against inoculations of all sorts? That's HPV, all that. What's all of it? We understand that, if you're so sick that you got the and then this is what helps your body, well, then you'd be stupid until you can. But until then, you better do what the doc say. But if you're living in the faithless lifestyle, most times, them ain't your issues. Those are not your issues. Yeah, you're gonna get your body. It is what it is. But as our health itself, oh no, we be healthy in the mud. You dig what I'm talking about? As Faithists, we endeavor to achieve optimal mental, emotional, and physical health, and the prevention of sickness and disease through diet, lifestyle, purity, and cleanliness of our body and surroundings. We associate with and where we live as Faithists. Look, when you like to have this a couple years ago, when you would like to know this, the Faithists knew this. We ain't get no jabs. Nobody I know. Niggas got to watch these quick. Look, we can't do this. We got to. God said, yeah. Book of Cosmogony, what is it, 8 and 15? They was quoting that shit. Huh? Yeah. How you know? Only way you can know is if you that guy. You John, you fight. You the guy. Inoculation serums are produced by growing diseases on the flesh and corruption of animals. I also got our sister though. What's the sister? They used her placenta. She died, and they've been using it. The Lat. Her last name is Lat. Every so-called the genetics used to grow the diseases come out of black woman. You just stole this woman's her uterus, and ain't no tell. They might even killed that woman. They don't tell it. But that show ain't broke her family off for using her genetics to, since the 50s, cure every whatever disease you was trying to cure. You used her DNA base. Huh? They ain't teach us that. Give me 1 second, man. I gotta go grab my charger. Let me turn the music up, man. Give you one knock, man. We gonna finish this thing off real quick. Cause my hold on. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So look, he got us covered. As faith is our creator has instructed us against inoculations and to forswear such. Inoculation serums are produced by growing diseases on the flesh and corruption of animals. It's true. It is against our faithist belief to consume any impure products or products that are of the flesh and blood of animals. It is against our instruction from the Creator to kill any living animal. The use of inoculations are the result of unclean living habits, unclean surroundings, and the defilement of our Creator's laws and commandments. That's deep. It is our Creator's instruction to heal by virtue instead of vice. As faithists, it is our spiritual right to choose what healthcare methods we use, be they natural, holistic, or current medical practice of technologies, for all have been given to us through the direct inspiration and design of our Creator. It's not that we turn it down. We apply it how we want to apply it. You dig what I'm talking about? You're not just gonna tell us that we got to do this and we know it's a whole nother way to do it and it's better for us than what you telling us. So we're gonna apply that on something else. You dig what I'm talking about? Especially when we know it works. Mm-hmm. As faithist, it is our spiritual right to choose what healthcare methods we use, be they natural, holistic, or current medical practice and technologies. For all have been given to us through the direct inspiration and design of our Creator. As faithists, it is our covenant with our Creator to adhere to as closely as we're able to His standards of purity and health. As faithists, in our liberty to choose, we accept full responsibility for our decisions and actions and the fates they bring. This is a faithist. Remember, the other half was living to your highest light, trying to do the best you can, and all your best aspirations, all that. Yeah. This is number 2. As a faithist, and in our liberty to choose, we accept full responsibility for our decisions and actions and the fates they bring. You got to already know to be fearless, or you just guessing. If you going into this just guessing, yeah, you could be scared. It could be scary. But if you know Creator, they can't fool you no more. Huh? And we just respect, we accept responsibility for all them. When you man enough, when you woman enough, ooh-wee. That's a step towards your godhood. Ultimately, we are responsible for our own lives on earth, to judge ourselves and to be judged by God in the light of our Creator accordingly. As faithists and in our liberty of choice, so do we give the same to others. Education. All right, this is deep right here too. This is good. As faithists, we have been instructed to live our spiritual lives here on the earth, on this earth, to our faithist fullest potential by adhering to our Creator's will and suggestions. As faithists, our children and those children in our care have been given to us by our Creator to raise up into His light, understanding, and peace. The world's influence on children has a powerful effect on them. Children are receptive to both good and evil and will learn from and act according to their immediate surroundings and their influences. As faithists, we are instructed by our Creator to be a separate society away from the world's people. Go back, look at 8p6, right? Or right here, we can just put that right here. The society of the world's people has been established on the principles of flesh, mammon, and materialism, and not on the ideals of spirit. The world's people do not recognize our Creator as being the sovereign benefactor to mankind, who gives to all what is needed, wanted, and even life itself. The world's people are materially oriented and not spiritually centered, having faith in the earth and not in their Creator. The world's people as a whole are born of the beast, flesh, and not of the spirit. What the world's people teach to be first and foremost to the faithists is last and least. Did y'all catch that? What the world's people teach to be the first. Huh? Don't they teach God to be the first? To the faithists is the last and the least. We don't even praise God. We know that's big bro. That's big sis. We ain't praising them. Nigga, I smelled your fox coming up. We ain't about to sit here act like you ain't. No, you ain't different than me. I just got to get where you at. God. It's a status. It's a rank. The earth and its materialism is but corporeal, with no intelligence or spirit, and impotent. Hold on, let me read that again. The earth and its materialism is but corporeal, with no intelligence or spirit, and impotent. To learn of the earth or corporeal only is to learn of the sedimentary darkness, resulting in eventual degradation and demise of the holy human spirit. Our spirit and soul is a very part of our Creator, given to us by Him, who is the cause behind all, the reason for all, and is the potent. To learn of our Creator is to learn of all, and increases the light and life in each of us. Mortal life on earth is but the birthplace of our spirit, which, after physical death, rises up into the heavens, progressing forever. Huh? Onwards and upwards forever, man. Shout to the gang, man. Shout to the gang, man. If this stuff is liberating, man, hit me with a 2 in the chat, man. If it's liberating, man, the first thing they get up on here, they talk about freedom, liberty. Huh? Being a real one, not messing with the po-po. Even true God don't mess with the po-po. Come on, man. God would have to be the realest. We finding out that he is. He's just not creator. This big bro who he got it all the way right. Education that advances this knowledge directs us to our Creator in all things. Huh? Education that advances the knowledge in him, right? Or reveals anything, directs us to our Creator in all things. That which is taught to help each person to be morally correct, self-supporting, and to help others to do the same is true education. Education is the acquisition of knowledge, and all knowledge comes from the Creator. That which hinders the true understanding of life is against the flow of knowledge that comes from our Creator, the fountainhead from which all life springs. As Faithists, we have been instructed by our Creator against inoculations, and in the public school system, our children are constantly exposed to various flus, viruses, and diseases. As Faithists, our Creator has instructed us in a different course of science, evolution, history, and timelines. As Faithists, we adhere to our Creator's spiritual and cosmological cycles of times for our Sabbaths and spiritual days of observance. Our Faithist practice of Sabbaths and spiritual days of observance do not parallel with the Christian-based time schedule the American society, its federal, state, and local governments, and the public educational system follows. As Faithists, we have discovered that by using the public educational system, we cannot properly, with our total commitment, observe and follow our spiritual beliefs, because our children are forced to follow a cycle of time that conflicts with our religious convictions. This tears at the very fabric of our spiritual faith, since we cannot live our spiritual lives together as a family according to our Creator's will and instruction. As Faithists, we will allow our children to participate in today's public educational system, all its influences, and its Christian-based time schedule. It leads them to believe and allows them to think that our spiritual beliefs as parents are inferior to other religions, public opinion, and man's government with its regulations. Excuse me. This puts our religious and spiritual belief systems secondary to other religions and to man's government. In this, our rights, according to the First Amendment in the Bill of Rights, of the Constitution of the United States have been disallowed and abridged. For these reasons and others unlisted, we as Faithists, being parents, guardians, and caretakers of our children and any other children in our care, in our charge, must educate and raise them in the guidance, instruction, inspiration, and will of our Creator. In liberty to all Faithists, yet unbinding, it is our decision, if chosen, to educate our children away from the atmosphere and domain of the public educational system. As Faithists, we know we cannot change the system and order of the world society to our thinking, and we would not. As Faithists, we wish not to interfere with the liberties of others, for liberty is a God-given right from our Creator to all in this country. What each of us choose is between us and our Creator, and there ultimately the responsibility lies. You dig what I'm saying? If y'all getting a little something up out of this, man, hit your boy with a 3 in the chat real quick. Getting a little something up out of this, man. Hit your boy with a 3 in the chat real quick. This is crazy. I think we should come back and do a part 2. 99.2. Oh, I see the 3s coming in. I see them 3 coming in. See them coming in. That's what's up. Shout out to the fam, man. And since y'all didn't hear me give out the shouts last time, you dig what I'm talking about. Might as well go ahead and give them again. Shout out to the Prince Jehovih in the house, man. What's that? Rose MKVM. Roger Washington, Vortex Ninja up in this thing. You dig what I'm talking about? Who up in here? BC up in here. My email better than your email up in here. You dig what I'm talking about? My OG better than your OG. Nakamaya up in here. My email definitely better than your email. Hell, you up in here. Iced Out Bezel was up in this thing. Shout out Donnie, man. Shout out Tabitha. You dig what I'm talking about? Shout out my sister Ray. Shout out my other email. You dig what I'm talking about? What do you say? Shout out my brother Donnie in the house, man. Shout out Hurricane. Shout out Sela Shalom. You dig what I'm talking about? Shout out my sister Tikva up in this thing. Hey, big sis. Hey, you killing them with them videos, too. We going to have to put a collab together. You dig what I'm talking about? And we can woo, and work something out and put something fire together, something different. You dig what I'm talking about? Work it together. You dig what I'm talking about? I think we can blow up, go viral on that joint. You know what? We've been going for a few hours, man. We're 3 hours in already. You dig what I'm talking about? I don't think we need to go no more overdo it. You dig what I'm talking about? Come back and mollywop the game some more. You dig what I'm talking about? Giving them what the Faithists believe. We definitely got to do a part 2 because we ain't done. You dig what I'm talking about? Definitely giving them a part 2. But like you said, we're not going to tear down on the other side and not going to, tear down something on one side and not give you something back even better on the other side. You did what I'm talking about. Prince Judah Vaughn in the house, man. Shout out to the Judah Vaughn, man. It's my brother. It's little bro. Mashiach Ben Yosef. Shout out to you, brother. Just me. Shout out to you, brother. You dig what I'm talking about? That's crazy, man. I was rocking horror earlier too. It's crazy. I thought I was going. I thought y'all could hear me. You dig what I'm talking about? But it is what it is, man. We gonna get back into this. Probably jump back into it tomorrow. You dig what I'm talking about? And keep this thing going, man. This your boy Cosmon, man. Need you to breathe in. First of all, let's just before I go. This is not just a manifesto. This is what we believe in. Right? How we roll and how we rocking. You dig what I'm talking about? I want y'all to remember the very first thing we going for. Period. You dig what I'm talking about? That we trying to get people to understand. You dig what I'm talking about? Is liberty. Right? The freedom to choose whatever. Without cost or fear. Or, you know what I mean? Or retribution. You dig what I'm talking about? You dig what I'm saying? Look, man, it's different. It's what, honestly, is what I would hope a religion would be, but it's a lifestyle. It's deeper than that. You know what I mean? This is not what somebody's just telling us to do. No, you already know what to do. It's just lining up with what's already written on your soul. If it ain't matching with what Cosmon Good already telling him, I don't care what no God say. You dig what I'm talking about? I don't care what no God say. If it ain't matching up with what felt good on my nah, cuz you gonna have to. No, I ain't killing no babies. You got to get me with another trick other than that one. I'd rather die first. Do what you gonna do. Do they got enough? Do they got that type of intestinal fortitude? We seen that they don't. Huh? Without fail, how many of them have you seen said that they would kill their babies? That's why a wasp be good. You lose the fear. You dig what I'm talking about? And look, I don't want it to be overload, overburn. You dig what I'm talking about? This is simple stuff. Liberty, freedom, organization, emancipation. These are the pillars of faithism. Who don't want no freedom, no liberty? If you don't, cool. You ain't my fault. I get it. But I'm going to get mad. Look, shout to the gang, man. Peace to the righteous gods and Nirvanian goddesses. Right? And with that being said, breathe in. Let that light in. Because I'm Cosmon, and I'm out.
And oh yeah, put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feel it when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you breathing rarefied air, oh. It's that Japheth, that chow mein, that papa bull, that towel main, since sunset in the arc of Wayne. My brain moving like Tao Sane, so ass above, it's so below, that up and that down thing. This flow is atmospheric, I call that a ground game. See, water is knowledge, so if I'm teaching, you're learning. So how your God make a sun without vortexing current? See, the pattern is panic, I'm reaching out for my people. Oh, watch me flow through your speakers, you feel the force of the ethers. And when the force gets the equal, I'm taking off like an eagle. Police popped the pastor yesterday for pushing put equal. My DNA is Moshe, mix that thing with higher water. My spirit rate is OTN, it's just a higher order. Got more light than Kavita, rap a lot just like Tila. Went from sinner to saint, shout out my big homie Seela. Got more torque than a sports car, got more work than a door star. And the 4 million I make, I'm giving the Dr. Umar, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you're feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Super 7 in my rites and ceremonies. I'm married to Jehovah, holy matrimony. Confucius say, in the words of Caillou, before you hit the tomb, be a bridegroom. Only got one question for Miss Susan B. On how to last Ahuin is now a Angui. Blame my inspiration, I'm just thinking thoughts. But in the way of God's, we gon' keep it short. Why Jesus wanna kill me, Matthew 10:34. Just a couple questions that I'm needing to know. Oh, watch me flow, it's so potent. Set the vortex in motion. Super 7, I'm floating across the Aegean Ocean. Oh, you a Muslim now, so I guess you making salat. Well, I'm an Israelite, I'ma make him at the Shabbat. Got Moses on the bumper, super slap off in my spaceship photosphere. So I stay lit, peace and light to the faithist. Oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you're feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it